which is insane. If you... Okay, we'll save it.
It's coming.
But if you were like, AVP, horseshit, AVP Requiem? Like the little Drake meme, where he's like, and like, like, what? It's the same shit.
Nope, it's better.
Oh my god.
Franchise.
Get in like the Marines.
Franchise.
Yeah.
Franchise.
We're in.
Franchise. Franchise the damn thing.
And now, a scene from Alien vs. Predator, Requiem. What the hell is going on here, Kelly? What are we dealing with?
I don't know, but whatever they are, they're not human.
Oh, so what do we do? How do we fight them?
We've got to get out of here. We can't stay in this town. It's a war zone.
And scene.
Welcome to Franchise Addicts, a podcast covering every film in a given franchise. My name is Luke.
And I'm Chris.
And this week we are covering the sixth film in the Alien franchise, Alien vs. Predator, Requiem.
Requiem.
The second movie of the AVP box set. This is the follow-up to the 2004 movie Alien vs. Predator that we covered in our last podcast.
You needed more, yeah.
Yeah, this is 2007.
Released on Christmas Day, as I mentioned last time, which is what a treat. What a treat for audiences to unwrap this on the day of Jesus' birth. See, AVP Requiem. So, should we talk about the word Requiem really quick?
I've got the Webster's Dictionary definition for Requiem pulled up currently.
Okay, all right. So, what is for those at home, Requiem? What does it mean?
So, Requiem traditionally is a mass for the repose of the souls of the dead. So that's how it's used in the Catholic Church most often. An example sentence would be a requiem was held for the dead queen. A requiem can also be a musical composition setting parts of a requiem mass or of similar character, such as Flyer's Requiem, or it can be an act or token of remembrance. They designed the epic as a requiem for his wife. Why is this movie called Alien vs. Predator Requiem?
Because I guess it's trying to say lots of stuff will die.
I guess.
I
like you, Chris.
A dead mass.
While I watched this movie and looking at the definition of Requiem was like, why is this the title of this movie?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think Requiem for a Dream. That's my real.
That was hot on the streets.
That's my entry point for the word Requiem. So just like a meditation on death. I think they probably thought it sounded cool. Who made this movie? You want to tell us about that?
So this was directed again in 2007 by the Strauss brothers. And it was written by Shane Salerno, who also has a writing credit on James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of Water, and no other credits that mean anything other than this movie.
Wow. So, great writing is what we can expect.
Absolutely.
Any James Cameron movie always delivers memorable dialogue. And the brothers crowd, so it's two guys?
Strauss.
Two Strausses?
Two Strausses.
What did they do? Are they any big?
So they were, popular is probably too strong of a word. They directed early 2000s grunge rock type stuff.
Yeah, I don't think we should call it grunge.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's a disrespect.
New metal.
So what are the bands we're thinking? Linkin Park. You were telling me.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
Korn, maybe a Korn in there.
Throw a Korn in there. That totally makes sense.
Nickelback.
Oh yeah,
Although that's way different than the three other bands.
Hey,
that we previously mentioned,
it's of the time.
They did do a Nickelback.
So okay, so cool. I've heard this story before, getting a music video director, kind of a little bit of an unknown, but he works...
Not just one music video director, two.
Twice as good.
Yeah.
So there's going to be two guys.
It's like getting the Coen brothers.
Yeah, so I'm going to guess that, I mean, obviously, what does this remind us of? It reminds us of how David Fincher came into the world before, he got on Alien 3. He's doing music videos. So the brothers Krause, is that Strauss? The brothers Strauss. As I mispronounced their name, I gave it away that, of course, they did not go on to become David Fincher-like in the same stratosphere.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't really catch on with the public at large or with any other studio within the Hollywood sphere.
Do you think they're listening to this podcast?
I doubt it.
Okay,
I would imagine that somewhere in Hulu corporate headquarters, someone is looking at the data for the movies as a wagon drives by.
That's okay.
A man is dragging what appears to be an ornate bookcase towards the dumpster.
As one does.
I had a very good point that I was about to make, and I have now been thoroughly distracted from what I was going to say. Sir, are you done with the garbage? Nope. Sir, it's so hot in here when the window's closed.
Yeah, we can't do it.
I got to make an extremely salient point about Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
As you do.
So this movie, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, like you said, very similar with it having a music video director take its first swing. This is a $40 million movie, so not tiny. It had some budget behind it.
Yeah, not quite as much as AVP.
No, but
still 40 mil.
If there was no such thing as inflation, it's about the same amount of money that David Fincher had to make Alien 3.
Okay, so we're setting up something that looks just like that.
Yeah, so just as Alien vs. Predator, I would say I didn't like, if you listen to the last pod.
Yeah,
and
I think
Aliens,
that's fair.
I didn't like.
Yeah.
Both of which are kind of the polished action turds that they are.
Uh-huh. Hot dogs.
And
or
then,
cheeseburgers.
Then we get to the more complicated, more eclectic taste in Alien 3.
Yes.
And Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
No!
I think that as I like Alien 3 more than Aliens, I like Alien Requiem more than Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah.
It's still a very bad movie, but I do think that it is far more successful in what it is attempting to do than Alien vs. Predator.
Well,
just as I thought that Alien 3 was more successful in what it was trying to do than Aliens.
I hear your assessment. I like this less than AVP. We'll get into it. But just I think it's really bad. I don't, it's I guess there's certain things that it has that are slightly redeeming, but for the most part, it's not good. So let's get into it.
Chris, this is the second movie of what we've already described as a pretty poor movie in AVP.
Who are you expecting, Santa Claus?
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I jumped at that. Yeah. What are you expecting? That's right. We are expecting just aliens and predators to fight. That's great. Let's get into it. Maybe you can convince me that this is not considerably worse than AVP.
All right, so just like AVP, I'm going to give us a hopefully around 30-second synopsis of the entire movie, and then we'll go through what our likes and dislikes for the whole movie are. So this movie takes place immediately after the events of Alien vs. Predator, in which we said that in the final scene, a chest burster pops out of Scar the Predator aboard his Predator ship. this takes over as that then turns into a xenomorph that terrorizes that ship and kills everyone aboard and crash lands into Earth. A Predator fixer guy then goes to Earth to kind of fix the situation that has occurred because the Predators, though they use Earth for their hunting ground, are pretty good at cleaning it up.
Yeah.
At least in the past they've been. So
They have kind hearts.
They
And
gotta
weird
go.
faces.
They gotta go clean this up. This ship has crashed somewhere in Colorado in a rural area
Yeah, in the woods.
near a small town, and this movie focuses mostly on the impact that this battle between Alien and Predator has on this entire town. And carnage ensues as the town gets mixed up in this fight as the xenomorphs find different ways in which to lay their eggs, hatch their new xenomorphs, and start tearing through the town as one predator and many brave humans attempt to take down this destructive force. And they ultimately... Well, we'll get to that. But that is basically what happens for... This is only an hour and 30-minute movie. So even though that was a very short synopsis, that is basically the entire movie.
That's what happens. There's not a director's cut that we need to get into.
We failed to mention this in the AVP pod. But when they made Alien vs. Predator, they're like, we're making this for everybody, baby.
Yeah.
At least anyone that is of age to understand what violence is and can accept it in a certain amount. So they rated that movie PG-13.
Yeah.
Every Alien movie before that, I believe every Predator movie before that has been rated R.
Yeah.
And the fans were not pleased. They're
Oh, is
like,
that true?
give me the R rating.
Yeah, see, that's the funny thing is, I didn't realize it at the time that it wasn't R. It makes sense now, looking at it.
Well, they in AVP they have the one rule is that you can say fuck one time.
And Lex says it.
Lex says it one time and then stops herself short on the second
This
one.
mother.
Yeah.
Yep. But she's gonna kill this fucking thing. Yep. She gets the one F-bomb. You can find AVP on your Disney Plus, which I think is great. It is available to watch on Disney Plus right now.
And so Alien Requiem was like, we're going back to R. We got the brothers Strauss in here. They're dark boys.
Yeah, they worked with Disturbed, baby.
Yeah. Do they
just went in there like, ooh, let's fucking go. We're gonna call it Requiem.
Yeah. So they're like,
Get ready.
not only do we not have to shoot this in a underground pyramid to make it dark, we'll just make the entire movie at night.
And have the power go out, baby.
And
Ooh,
and it's raining.
And it's fucking raining. Ooh, Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's dark, you know. So it's going back to potentially hiding the creatures more, which I don't love.
So, but that
yeah.
that was the brothers Strauss criticism of AVP. They're like,
too
hey,
bright.
We're huge Alien fans. We love the fact that, you know, the xenomorphs have always been kind of hidden, kind of mysterious, not like directly attacking people and stuff. All of a sudden, AVP shows up. Paul C.W. Anderson, or whatever his name is like, I'm showing everything.
Yeah.
And putting them out in the open, and they're like, we got to go back to hiding these guys.
Oh, but I think it's a tradition. It was also a tradition that was done because technology wasn't where it needed to be when the first Aliens came out, and it looked horrible. Like they were hiding the fact that it was a guy in a suit. So I liked
still guys in suits in these movies.
I don't think AVP has any guys in suits.
Yeah,
do
the
they?
Predators are all guys in suits.
But xenomorphs
Correct.
are all CGI in AVP. This one does bring back xenomorphs in suits, and it brings back the darkness because these guys, the brothers, they're dark.
Yeah. So Our main two Alien vs. Predators are actually special in this movie. Unlike the last movie where, I mean, we did have Scar, who eventually becomes the only Predator that's left, but he does come with a group of Predators to begin with. In this movie, there is just one Predator that comes to Earth to rescue the day. This Predator, also not named in the movie, but given a name outside of the movie, is named Wolf.
Wolf.
So
I love that.
Wolf the Predator, and he is going after the Predator-Alien hybrid, Pred-Alien,
Yeah, let's...
who has crash-landed on the Earth. Pred-Alien is a cool design.
No, it's not.
It's a cool design.
No, it has dreadlocks!
It was a part of the Predator.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. That's going to be my one fuck for the... But just, that was awful. That like, the second I saw, I was like, okay, like, when at the end of AVP, we see the xenomorph burst out of the Predator's chest. He's got the little side fangs. Okay, I can see that. But the hair, first of all, the dreads are so stupid to begin with. I get that that's a characteristic of the Predator, but the fact that the alien xenomorph had dreads was horrible and comical, and I could not handle it. I couldn't handle it.
Fuck you. I'm not gonna die hiding.
All right,
you,
there's
Chris.
our Boston cop. Hey, whatever, man. I just agree to disagree. I could not handle. When I saw it, I was like, is it? Oh, no. The alien has dreads.
Man, game over, man. It's game over.
It was a game over. It was a game over for me. And, but so
I'm
let's
so
talk about how you
mad
thought
I
it
could
was...
only speak through the soundboard.
You think that was so cool to have a xenomorph with hair.
I didn't specifically say the hair was cool.
I wish
said
he
the
had cool Elvis hair.
I said the design was cool.
All right.
It's not.
It's
You're
just
making him look like or seem like he is a xenomorph that they attached some Bob Marley wig to.
It kind of looked like that. And they don't. And another thing, they don't like to show these things very close, so you barely see it. You're like, is that just a? He's got dreads. Like,
Okay.
oh god.
That would be my main criticism
This
of this
xenomorph tokes, dude. He gets hot.
My main criticism of this film would be that we have the Pred-Alien. He is like the leader,
I guess.
but you can never tell when he's the one that's actually doing the killing because there's so many other xenomorphs around.
And it
it's
doesn't
moving
matter.
so fast. It does matter because he's cool. He's Pred-Alien.
He's really cool. He's awesome. I love it. I also have.
He's way cooler than the newborn.
I guess.
No, Chris.
Okay, well, the newborn sucks. The newborn sucks for different ways. This is just, I don't want to see a xenomorph with dreads. I don't want to see it.
It's cool.
There's no place for it.
What-
It's disgusting.
Th-
It's just like...
What else were they gonna do with the design of an alien that spawns out of a predator?
Don't have it have dreadlocks. Number one. Do whatever you want.
But
you
the
can have it...
defining top part of the predator
so-
is that he has dreadlocks.
And it's dumb, honestly. Like, it seems so, like, I don't know. It just seems like, hey, man, I remember my first Bob Marley CD. Remember the first time you got high, man? I got a tapestry of DMB on my dorm room wall, and I'm an alien with dreads, man.
Fun predator
just
fact
sounds- yeah.
from the movie Predator. Do you know who the original man in the suit was for Predator?
James Cameron?
No.
No.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Hell yeah. Like,
But he was too short.
Aw.
And he would get overheated in the costume because it was like bad and he like walked off set and wouldn't be a part of it. But they also were like, this looks like the least threatening thing in the world because
little
it's
tiny predator.
this little dude.
Little Napoleon.
So they just got like some 6'10" dude to throw the Predator suit on. They're like, that looks way better.
Better move. I did not know.
Because they're like, oh, it'll be cool because the Predator will be able to do like sweet Jean-Claude Van Damme like kick moves and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
But then he like could barely move in the costume itself, so they're like, why are we paying Jean-Claude Van Damme to be in this movie?
I didn't know he was a short king.
He is. Yeah.
How short? Do you know?
No way. All right. Jean-Claude Van Damme is listed at 5'10".
Okay.
There's no way he's 5'10". I've seen enough of his movies.
Lying. He's just
That
like
is-
a Tinder profile.
That's
He's lying about his height.
inaccurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's maybe 5'6" with shoes on.
Okay, so it's like a Tom Cruise situation.
He's about the height of Tom Cruise.
Standing on boxes, shooting from angles. Okay, so let's get into AVP. You've done the plot. Did you do the plot? I can't. That's my reaction to this movie.
I did do the plot.
Yeah, I was so.
So we start the movie with the Pred alien. He starts killing predators aboard the ship. It crashes onto the Earth. Predator on its own planet. This first time that we see Predator planet. That's pretty cool.
It looks like ancient Rome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you get a little glimpse of it.
There's, Wolf is out there sitting in his little spaceship thingy, and he's like, "Aw, damn, we got to go to Earth and clean this shit up."
And not just a pyramid in the bottom of Earth. It's kind of we're gonna go to the general public. Have you ever wanted to see a xenomorph in an REI? Because in this movie, you're going to see it.
I did put in my notes here after the Predator says, "Holy shit, we got to go back to Earth and hunt this Pred alien guy." I then said,
direct quote,
"We then paused the main thrust of this story to introduce the human characters."
Yeah, which are horrible.
We initially meet Dallas, who's our main...
Nod to the first movie, baby!
Yeah. And Eddie.
Yeah. They're all, I forget, is Eddie the one that has the Fonz jacket? No, or is that
Eddie is John Ortiz.
Oh, yeah. Not that guy. Yep.
John Ortiz, I have a note here.
This is a John Ortiz vehicle, this movie.
It really is.
He's the star. He was top of the call sheet.
John Ortiz, or as I know him, Julia Stiles' husband from Silver Linings Playbook.
Sure. Yeah, he's in stuff.
Yeah.
Even I watched this with my son. He's a teenager, and
also
he recognized him. Yeah.
Maybe does your son watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, but Cricket is
Rickety Cricket is in this movie.
That was my big. Yeah, he's the pizza manager.
Yeah.
He is great.
Put your hat on, son.
Yeah,
Put your hat on, son. All right, you gotta do that. Oh man.
So that was cool. I was glad to see that. The characters aren't good. There's 2007 fashion everywhere. The main love interest that we meet, Jess, is
I kind of like the father-son hunters.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that.
Run into the ship, and
it's kind of brutal.
It's really brutal.
Like there's a father and a son. They're out hunting, right? And this
is Colorado, and their men and sons hunt together.
That's right, as they always should, according to the Bible. So that's they're in the woods. They're hunting, and they come across a xenomorph. There's face huggers. Both the dad gets his arm acid blooded off.
Well, he heroically turns and shoots a xenomorph.
Okay.
Saving him and his son. But like with a lot of alien movies, and especially the AVP movies, if you watch closely, they kind of pick and choose when the acid blood is actually acid blood.
Yeah.
This time it splatters onto his arm, and
his whole arm comes
his
off.
Forearm off.
As his child watches. Yeah. And this kid is probably like 10.
He's really young.
He's really like 8 or 10 years old. Like, oh no, Dad, your arm is, oh God. And then we're like, okay, that's pretty rough. And this happens early in the movie. And then they're like, oh, face huggers for the both of you. And the dad gets out of the face hugger. The son watches as his father gets an alien attached to his face. And then a face hugger goes and attaches itself to a child's face. And we cut away.
And that is not the most horrific thing that happens in this movie.
Not at all. And you might say, oh, they cut away, so then we don't see it. No, they cut back to it, and we see both face. The alien bursts out of the kid and the dad.
The dad first, obviously, because he was face hugged first.
And
so the kid watches that and then like looks at his own chest and is like, "Oh God!"
So that's fucked, like completely. I did not think that they were gonna go there.
Most terrible thing that happens in this movie.
No. This
not even close. This movie. We'll get to it. Has a scene in it that is the most horrific thing put on film.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about, but It's really brutal, and the fact I didn't think they were gonna go there. So I should make the note. We got away from the fact in these episodes that I have seen all, quotation marks, of the Alien movies, while Luke has seen none of them except for the first Alien. I realized in our journey here that I actually had not seen Alien vs. Predator Requiem. I thought I did for a second. I thought I saw part of it a long time ago. That was not true. That must have been a fever dream. So I saw this one for the first time. I didn't think they were going to go for the child witnessing his father get the chest burster. But here's the thing. The rest of it is shot like an Ozempic commercial. It's just it's the acting is bad, the lighting is bright.
I was gonna give it a little bit more credit. I was gonna say that this movie is just like I Know What You Did Last Summer type of like.
Not even that good.
Those movies are pretty bad. Don't
even that good.
This movie is just as good as those movies, but Alien and Predator are in them.
It's got this
okay, it's like I Know What You Did Last Summer 4.
Sure. Okay, maybe. It's just so this runs into, and I wrote this down, the same issue that we have with Alien 4, which is that the tone and the acting, the tone and the acting are worse in this movie. This doesn't have a Sigourney Weaver, even if she was cashing it in. She's still Sigourney Weaver. This has no-name people acting like they are in after-school specials is the level of acting that we're getting. Or like the activities that go on in a drug commercial when they're telling you all the side effects of a drug and these people are just doing, playing cricket or whatever. That's the level we're getting. But then we're seeing a kid watch his dad have a chest burster. Like, it's bizarre. It is bizarre, and the tone is not there. Bad soap opera. That is what I have to say about that.
Who are you expecting, Santa Claus?
I'm sorry to Stephen Pascali, who plays Dallas. I don't think he's that bad. He's in like some decent TV stuff later on in his life. It could be way worse from a lead man perspective in this movie. Everyone else is pretty terrible. John Ortiz is even really bad in this movie.
And so we talked about Alien vs. Predator having bad acting. Yes, it does. It's worse than this.
Yeah.
So we take a step down, and that's not good. But what we have in AVP, but this is really bad. This is really bad. So okay.
All right. I want to go through one of my favorite scenes of this movie.
Okay.
So we are introduced, like I said, when this movie comes to a screaming halt in order to introduce us to the human characters in this movie, we are introduced to Ricky, who works at a pizza place managed by Rickety Cricket.
All right.
And Cricket tells him, hey, you got to deliver to this address. And Ricky's like, no, I can't do that.
I like her.
But you don't know that yet. You don't know why.
Yeah.
And so
She's a cool girl.
He eventually drives there. He, for some reason, won't wear a hat because
it's not cool to wear hats. Everyone knows that.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm currently wearing a hat.
Yeah. Very uncool.
Yeah. Whatever.
Don't deliver pizzas to
But
Jess.
obviously, we see when he pulls up to the house, there's a hot blonde girl that goes to his high school and that he looks at during class and then lies to her and says he's actually looking at the clock.
Looking at the clock. You know what you were really looking at.
But we get the most generic high school bully scene of all time.
The bullies are so bad.
Where he brings the pizza into the house and what did the one guy say to him? Ricky's like, at least he knows who ordered the sausage lovers.
Oh,
got him.
And then they beat the shit out of him outside for saying that.
Yep. And throw his keys down the storm drain.
Yeah, that's rough.
The meanest thing you can do.
So that's the tone that we have in the beginning of this movie is like.
But before we get to that,
sure.
The actress that plays Jess is so hot.
Okay, I mean she's fine.
She's great.
Okay, all right, slightly
she's a
different
terrible
strokes.
actor, but
okay,
yeah.
Different. That is your type for sure. She's nice looking. But the acting is horrible, then it will have really
another great line.
Sure.
When the bully throws down the storm drain, he says, I hope you could find them in 30 minutes or less.
Oh,
Which is
it's
a
so
straight
bad.
delivery driver joke.
Oh man, like it's so horrible, and like it honestly for me, I'm thinking back to AVP, and I'm thinking like, was that Meryl Streep that was playing Lex? Because it was so good compared to this shit that we have on display.
I have nothing bad to say about what's it, Sana Lathan?
Yeah.
Sana Lathan.
Yeah, who plays Lex for those at home?
Yeah, Queen.
Yes. And this is just really bad. Like
She's better than Sigourney Weaver. She could have.
Stop it.
She could have played Ripley.
No, she couldn't.
How dare you, Chris?
Don't.
You
Hey.
don't think that a strong black woman could have played?
Hey, maybe they should make that movie one day. I'm just saying. Let's not rewind history. Oh gosh, what's happening? What's happening? Edit. Whatever.
It's not my culture and heritage.
It's all great. And hey, Lex does a great job. I was the one, if you might recall, I liked Alien vs Predator more. So who wins now? The ones that don't win are those that are watching Alien vs Predator Requiem.
Except for me, I would watch this movie again in a heartbeat.
Oh God! It's just so it's really like these dark things happen. They look for the keys, and his brother comes home from whatever the fuck his
Dallas. So Dallas, a little backstory on our guy Dallas. He has been in jail for a number of years.
been in jail
For robbing, like not a murder. Not a
murder, but other kind of bad stuff. But I'm also kind of cool. You see this leather jacket I have on? It is a Fonz original, baby.
So, at various points of the script, it was described that Ricky is actually the one that was getting into trouble. Dallas covered for him and went to jail.
Who gives
for
a
his
fuck?
brother.
Who gives a shit about any of that story? They're horrible actors. All of it doesn't matter
I'm trying
at
to
all.
class this movie up.
Oh, it sucks. Don't even try to have a plot with these people. Like, nobody cares. It's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, so, and then...
So we get them. We get introduced to our other main character, who is barely in this movie, but somehow is like second build and then becomes a part of way more part of the plot. We get a soldier lady whose name is Kelly, and she's a bad mom because she's in the army and away all the time. And her handsome husband tries to smooth things over with their daughter the entire time that they're together because her daughter is like, I never see my mom because she's in the army.
Hey, it's modern world.
But her husband is so handsome.
And he's the guy, I made a note, he was in True Blood. He was the guy that turned into a dog. I don't know anything else about it.
It's a beautiful dog.
Watched it with my ex-wife. True Blood, not for dudes. Hot take. Unless, whatever. Yeah. Write in, tell us why I'm wrong. So, okay, it's very dark. They go in the sewers. They're looking for the keys, and again,
They see some of the molting, so obviously something's not right. They don't quite know. They're hearing noises. They're saying it's rats and stuff like that.
We get a lot of these characters that are around for 5 seconds before they die, like the homeless people.
Tough look for the homeless people. They're just trying to find a place to stay out of the rain in Colorado. Police are harassing them, being like, "If I
Told you not to come here, Ricky.
If I find you in here again, you're getting booted."
I'm gonna have
like,
to take you in.
And he's just like, "Can I at least bring my dog with me?"
He's like, and he starts, yeah.
And so eventually they're like, "Well, I guess we got to go hide in the sewer because we can't hide in the forest anymore." And the sewer is a bad place to hide.
Yeah, there's aliens there. There's predators there. There's a fight scene in the sewer. Everything's really dark. It goes back to the situation, like you said. The brothers Strauss wanted to have it so you can barely understand what's going on with the action. The aliens are shot dark from a dark area, and I don't know, like there's a few scenes, like when they first see the alien that's molted its skin, and he's like, "What is that? Is that a rat?" Like, that alien looks kind of cool. But a lot of the time, you just can't really tell what's going on, and I don't know. I didn't like it.
We have now talked quite a long time without saying the word xenomorph or predator.
But that's because we were just praising the acting and everything.
I'm using that as a criticism for this movie. Like AVP, there are stretches of this movie where you're like, what the hell am I watching?
Yep.
Why is this not Alien vs. Predator?
No,
I don't need to watch the inner workings of a rural town in Colorado.
Gotta understand how Dallas went to jail. So there's a fight down there. What? You
I
wanna say
mean,
anything?
we're getting to it because we finally are getting some Predator against the alien, because the Predator's in the sewers. He's looking for the aliens. He's seeing the heat signatures. I think that his cool laser nets that he attaches to the walls are pretty awesome.
Just way too much Predator vision.
Yeah, I think it's the right amount.
They go to that. There's in this movie in general. There's a lot of Predator vision. They splice that with the young girl that looks through the night vision goggles.
Yeah, that was a wonderful, like, when she gets the present from her mom initially, where you're like, oh, we're gonna see that later in the movie. That's gonna come in.
That's fine.
You're like, why else would this be in here? But during the fight in the tunnel, there's a very cool double xenomorph bicep curl by the Predator, where he grabs the two heads and like bashes them together in between himself. That was pretty cool.
That's not bad. That fight, the sewer fight, I thought was a lot less. I liked it much less than any of the AVP stuff. It was dark. You couldn't tell what was happening. And really, to your point, like, what we're going to this movie, what do we want to see? We want to see aliens fighting predators, and it's lit so poorly that you can't even make out what's happening.
You can, and it's not that bad. But I do agree with the overall point that there isn't enough AVP. To sidetrack just a little bit,
sure.
We'll get to the swimming in just a second. Why in all of media, so film and TV and stories of old, why do waitresses at diners always have to be really hot?
That's how they get tips, bro.
I guess, but like it is, I don't get it. So the reason why I bring that up
sexism. How about that? How about
there is
male-dominated Hollywood? You want to talk about that?
Sure.
Okay.
I just want to.
That's probably true, by the way.
All right, whatever. But so there's a character in this movie who is a waitress at a local diner who we get to know for like a second. She happens to be the sister of the father and son hunter, I believe, is their connection. Her mom is like running around like with her head cut off the entire movie. She doesn't get anything else to do but that.
Yeah.
This waitress you think is going to become an important character because she kind of talks to Dallas like she knows him or whatever, and you think there's going to be a love interest there. No, it turns out the only reason why she's important is because she's pregnant, and when she dies, she reenacts the Alien 3 scene that I said was one of the best, most iconic shots in all of Alien history. The side view of the alien, and she's looking straight ahead while it kind of maws at her.
Yeah.
It's a shot-for-shot reenactment of that, and she is the character in it. She is one of the least important characters in this whole movie, and she gets that shot.
I would say no characters are really very important, which is
Dallas.
Maybe. So that's the thing
Wolf.
that we get. Wolf, of course. We get these characters, the like even creepy Papa John. I like the pizza chef that goes in. This waitress that is meaningless in the movie. She goes in. He's like, "Oh, if you need a place to stay, you can come by me." Wink, wink, wink.
I think he's tried to be nice.
I wasn't sure.
I think he's legitimately tried to be nice and is like concerned for her safety. But you're right. It does come off as like really like, oh, she just gets harassed the entire time by this dude.
Oh yeah, but he does say like you could stay with my wife and I, which again maybe insinuates that this was accidentally. They didn't know what they were doing. These characters, you meet them for a second and they're killed. As the film goes on, I use the term film lightly. Who the main character is even changes. Like none of these characters matter at all.
Yeah.
At least with AVP, we're like, oh, Lex, she's the main character. Oh, there's Bishop. He was from the other movies. We understand who the main characters are. This is so sloppy. This is so bad. Luke, we were talking before we started recording that there are people online that point out discrepancies in these movies, and apparently when the address changes for the house that they deliver the pizza to. Is that right?
That's correct.
So even the brothers Strauss, they don't give a shit. Like nobody. This movie is lacking in effort.
They care about potentially one of the greatest endings to any movie of all time, and when we get there, I will make a case for it.
Okay.
So they don't care about any of the details going on in this because they take the details
shows.
and
throw them out the window.
throw them out the window.
So it's all, but there's our Papa John's product placement, and then Jess, which this is another just so stupid. Like she breaks up with her boyfriend, she fires him, and then just like away.
There was an initial joke that she was calling back to.
Yeah, she's
just
like,
save fire out of
I'd
nowhere.
love to see you again. Do you want to go swimming with me in the high school pool tonight? Like, it's just none of it. It doesn't resemble how real people act at all. Like, it's just like, I don't know. So they have a swim date at the high school, which I can say, what is a good thing about this? What's a positive thing I can say? Oh, do you want to see an alien and predator fight scene in a high school and there's a pool? Do you want to see the alien?
This is a teen slasher movie.
Yeah. So that's cool. I like that they're. What also the power goes out right when they're in the pool. Yeah.
Yes, because the alien and the predator have been fighting at the nuclear power plant that, according to IMDb corrections, is actually not a nuclear power plant. It's a natural gas plant.
Fools!
Yeah, idiots. Everyone knows the difference between those two.
Who doesn't?
So they've been kind of battling it out. The predator is using his mounted gun a lot, which fires laser balls and destroys everything because he can never hit the xenomorph.
Yeah.
So that knocks the power out in the town, sends them into a panic. As somehow they get to the high school, the predator and the xenomorph. And yeah, they kill some teenagers and
the bullies.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. I did end up writing down the main bully's name because he does stick on with us for a little bit longer. His name is Dale. So Dale the bully.
Yeah.
Who apparently likes extra sausage.
Yeah. It's a great dig.
National Guard's coming in, so just to keep you highlighted on what's currently happening in this movie. Power's out, town's in turmoil, National Guard coming in to save the day.
Now, I will say a massive blackout in a small town with aliens on the loose.
Very cool.
That sounds really cool. I love that idea.
Not only sounds cool, it looks cool in this movie.
Yeah, it looks dark and you can't make out what's happening, but that's a cool idea. Now,
do you know what's even cooler, Chris, is if while that is happening and the National Guard is rolling in, you take your main characters and you put them where everyone agrees you should go in a zombie apocalypse, into a sporting goods store. Absolutely. And grab all the guns off the wall, in which a character, as they walk into the sporting goods store, says, "Where do you think they got the guns in here?" It's like, I don't know, every time it's in the back wall.
Yeah, probably not in the front by the candy. I have a note here that says, how can you enjoy this movie? You have to be really high and have bad taste.
Yeah, just like the two stoners that run the sporting goods store that pop up
while
they're stealing all the stuff from it and go like, "Hey man, we got no problems with you. I'm getting paid minimum wage, dude." Just like the guys in Alien, Chris. They're complaining about their wages too. It's a common man problem.
It's a nod to the original for sure. So I'm also like, do you think that the brothers? I wrote Strauss in my notes. Strauss.
Still Strauss.
Brothers Strauss. Were they watching the dailies and being like, "This is good"?
No.
What we have here is yes. Like they, if you have a brain and you've seen other movies, you have to be like, yeah, this sucks. This is not good at all. Fuck. All right, whatever. Like, I'm just curious.
If you read the trivia for this movie, there is so many callbacks to like that whole Dallas like backplot that I gave about him, being with his brother and stuff.
Yeah.
So this script must have that was written and approved by the brothers Strauss must have just been torn apart, and they're like, just do this part and this part, like all this other stuff, bad. Don't do any of that. And so they must have just been like pouting the entire time, like you said with the dailies. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
At least I got to do like the 3 cool things, like.
And to be fair, I mean, we get the set pieces, right? I mean, again, it's not going to be great.
We also get the greatest ending to any of these movies ever.
I love the tease. We're going to keep the tease going. Got to stay tuned, everybody, to find out what that is. Also, so the sergeant woman, what is her name?
Kelly.
It sounds horrible. I didn't know the character's name. Sergeant Kelly, obviously.
Kelly.
She has a little girl, and the little girl's with her. Is this also a
Her
nod?
hot husband has died.
Yeah, hot. Yeah, so is the, so we've got a mom and a daughter. So that's just, something we've seen in the actual
Classic.
Alien movies.
Tale
A
as old as
nod.
time.
So who do you think the target demo is for this movie?
Definitely 22-year-old men that like Disturbed.
Okay. Yeah, and maybe a little younger,
Maybe
a
a
little
little bit younger, yeah.
Yeah, they
In that
can go
area.
all the way up to 22.
15 to 25.
Yeah. Like
White men.
Yep. Now this we do see like
Straight.
the
Straight
xenomorph.
white men.
Yeah. Any other criteria? No. Also
that-
like Kid Rock.
Yeah, that would eventually go on to have to take antidepressants and or join AA.
Have anger problems. No. But the xenomorph on Earth, like amongst the people, is something that I think for a long time people wanted to see. And me being one of them, and like I said, I didn't see this movie until just the other day. And I was like, oh, cool. So this is what that looks like, at least according to this movie. And obviously the results weren't great. This makes me a little scared for the upcoming series by Noah Hawley for FX. They've released a title, Alien Earth, because it's on Earth. So
Love it.
we'll probably cover that in the future. But
I hope they bring Stephen Pasquale back. That'd be unbelievable. He's Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, I didn't memorize the names. Okay. Yeah, I hope so. You could be like a background extra, hopefully.
We will be covering that show.
Yeah, it comes out early 2025.
If they have any Alien vs. Predator Requiem callbacks, I'll be cheering.
I don't see how they can't.
I'll be cheering.
Yeah. So an hour into this movie, I took a note that it seems like it's been on forever, but nothing's happened.
I wrote 500 pages of notes to this point.
Wow. Okay. So things progress. I mean, we talked about the REI scene. The alien then goes to a hospital. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we got to get it because I mean
That's got some cool stuff in it, right?
it has the most horrific thing that's happened in an Alien movie.
For sure. So let's so you get stuff like Alien in the newborn ward.
Yeah.
Like looking at okay, so
Did
it's
they
like
kill the babies? Who knows?
They
because
don't-
we cut away from it.
they're like, we will kill a 10-year-old, but we will not kill babies.
We get introduced to another lady who is pregnant and being helped. She's wondering when the power is going to get back on, doing all that talk. Her water breaks while she's in the hospital, which I feel like you wait till your water breaks, then go to the hospital. But I'm also not a dad. I've never had to go through that process, so maybe that's how it works. I believe they just added that as a bit of dialogue to further confirm that the baby was about to be born.
Call back to Alien 3 when the alien comes through those curtains, just like that.
Exactly. I wrote that in my notes too, Chris.
Yes, great minds.
Um,
So then what happens?
so the pred alien.
The Fred alien.
So, Chris, let me explain to you about the Pred Alien.
Sure.
Because it's not explained in this movie at all. So the Pred Alien is mostly alien. It just happened to, inhabit a predator and then be birthed. It is technically a young queen.
Oh.
And
queen.
that is
yes.
And that is why it is able to lay eggs or lay chest bursters in the way that it does, which in this movie is it attaches to the face of pregnant women and fills their pregnant bellies full of chest bursters.
Yeah, so it's like, I wonder what happened to the babies. The baby.
They got eaten.
They got
as
eaten.
A part of the...
But that is a bold part of the movie, right? So I did not see that coming. You think,
that is
they'll kill the woman, maybe.
Dark as shit.
Yeah, but it attaches itself to the mouth.
And it's not just the one lady. It is multiple women within this maternity ward have had this happen to them.
But yeah, they show the one close up of the pumping in, and
it's horrifying.
It's bold, and So I real quick, I wrote like, does this movie bad in so many ways, but I think maybe just because it has bad taste in general, it is bold enough to do things like have a chest burster out of a kid, have this kid witness his dad,
that 10-year-old kid is not young enough.
More
trauma.
So they do some fucked up things like that scene and like
those babies in the maternity ward, not young enough. We're going in utero.
So they put some... I guess I can attribute it to maybe we should look at this as just like a real... I mean, obviously it's a B movie, but in a way that a B movie can be so stupid, the plot's so horrible, but then some gnarly stuff can happen. And I think that's what's happening, even if...
It's just starting to make sense.
Yes, it is!
Thanks, Sebastian.
Thank you, Sebastian. I love... He always does help explain things to me. So, all right. Implanting the women with the aliens, and then what happens after that?
I mean, the human and the predator have to now meet at the hospital because that's where the Pred Alien is. And it turns out that the military has been contacted. There is a colonel that Eddie Morales, who's our John Ortiz character, who's a police chief or whatever, he works with the police at least, has been contacted to. The colonel is like, you got to get to the middle of the town. We're doing an air evac out of the middle of the town. Get everyone that's still alive, still kicking, not killed by xenomorphs, back to the middle of the town. Kelly, who has military training and everything, is like, you think the government never lies to you?
Yeah.
This is a lie. They're trying to set you up. And so she's like, the only places where there would be a helicopter are at the air base or the airport, the small airport or whatever, which they can't reach because it's too far away, or the hospital. Mm-hmm. And so they head to the hospital in order to take the helicopter and get the hell out of the city. Eddie Morales is going to go to the middle of town for the air evac because he believes in the government. What an idiot.
Yeah, he does. He's loyal. And the others are like, that's stupid. Don't
Rickety Cricket ends up joining them. So he's along with Ricky and Jessie, the hot blonde girl, Dallas, Kelly's daughter.
They're on team Don't Trust the Government.
Exactly. And they head to the hospital where Predator and Pred Alien are going at it back and forth. Jessie gets caught in the crossfire and the Predator ends up just slamming her into the wall with his throwing star.
Yeah, so it should be noted, too, that what they do get away from in this one is that the predators are, like, friends of the humans. Would you say that's accurate?
No, I mean, they still kill humans. In this movie, it's more accidental than an AVP, where there are multiple humans that are, like...
But they don't team up in this movie.
No.
Especially
the end of AVP is a full-on team-up. This is like two groups battling against a common enemy, but not necessarily with each other.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jessie gets, like, giant ninja star killed. The hospital is a cool scene. That's a cool setting.
It's a really cool setting.
And also, the woman's implanted, then she bursts with 3 alien triplets.
Yeah, so this Pred Alien is able to put more than one chest burster inside a human host.
So we get 3 chest
because
three,
it's a young queen.
yeah, exactly. We get that happening, and then right after that, we have the alien do the little tongue punch, kiss of death to the doctor right after. That's cool. I mean, it's gnarly. It's
Gotta kill the doctor.
you got to, and it's just like that is that's pretty good. So
we get to the roof of the hospital. Ricky has been punched through. Apparently, his Kevlar vest can stop bullets, but it cannot stop a xenomorph mouth or tail. I believe it's a tail from impaling him. He doesn't die because we need him to stay alive for some reason. Dallas gets to say the most important line that they could call back to from Predator. Get to the chopper.
get to the chopper. He says that. Yes, he does.
He does indeed, Chris.
I also wanted to point out in the hospital how this is a weird thing that started in Aliens, which is how aliens in very little time can transform a setting into like a Geiger palace.
Sure.
Very
cool.
It's cool, but also like, how the hell is that happening? Like, it's like it looks like they make there's a part of the hospital that essentially has been turned into the interior of the spacecraft that we see in Alien. That is, not the Nostromo, the one that they tour, right? The horseshoe. So like they're just putting shit up. They're decorating. I don't know. It's very odd to me how that happens. It doesn't really make sense. I think it's weird.
You don't like the Lord of the Rings movies, but the Dark Lord Sauron, wherever he inhabits, becomes, dark and evil, and the characteristics of the material world around him reflect that change. So
there's no magic in this.
That's not magic. That's real life. That happened.
I just thought
thousands of years ago.
It's weird.
But what I'm saying is that I would imagine that the xenomorphs just like exude this shit off of them the entire time, and that's what causes the situation.
Yeah, they do. They project a lot of stuff, a lot of goo, a lot of bone decor. So that happens in the hospital. But then they're on the top of the hospital, like you said.
They get to the chopper. Kelly knows how to fly it, so they get in. Predator saves Dallas, and he's able to get back to it, to the helicopter too. They're on the helicopter. Pred Alien versus Predator starts going down, and Predator, he's got to basically take all his weapons off. They're getting ruined by the rain. He's running out of bullets, so he decides to just go hand-to-hand combat. He takes off all of his armor, all of his weapons, takes off the mask.
He's respectable. Gives
a full war cry and goes right at Xenomorph, and we get a full beatdown between these two.
Yeah, that's...
And who wins, Chris?
Well, obviously, the Predator.
No, neither of them win. Because here's what happens, and here's the greatest ending to any of the Alien movies that's ever happened, ever. So, while the humans that have gotten to the hospital escape on the helicopter, while the other humans that are in the middle of the town waiting airlift, the colonel above is like, God help us all. Because they are about to nuke the entire place to eradicate it from the xenomorphs. Mm-hmm. And the helicopter barely gets away as this bomb is dropped, as John Ortiz looks into the sky and goes, oh, shit. Shouldn't have believed in the government. And they nuke this town, and
everyone dies.
That means that the Predator, Wolf, and the Pred Alien basically end Rocky Apollo style, where you don't know who wins as they are throwing their last punches at each other. No one knows who won.
That's the cliff. It keeps me up at night. That's why I didn't even know who won at first.
But what a sick ending. They're like, man, we made a real mess of this entire thing. There are xenomorphs we can't account for running all the way around this town. Even if Predator kills Pred Alien on the roof here, there's still a humongous problem going on here. So to take care of it all, they just drop a nuclear bomb on this plot, on this movie, and just get rid of it all. and our main characters wake up on the other side, and everything's fine. They actually
Everything's
play
good.
like happy music. They're like, "Oh, your entire town was blown off the face of the earth."
Yeah,
but
millions,
it's all good.
thousands died.
And Dallas is just like, "Can someone help my brother?" Ricky's got a huge hole in his
He's
shoulder.
got a big hole. And there's a callback. The little girl asks if the monsters are gone. And
Yeah.
So that's
little
kind of
aliens.
Yep. And then you think it's over. Except
Oh.
there's a little extra scene.
Because we had Mr. Mr. Wayland and AVP. So to end this movie, what do we need a little?
Miss Utani.
Oh, Wayland Utani.
Yeah, the
It's all
classic
coming
combo.
together.
Yep.
Another part of the script that these guys must have thought was killer, and they're like, we're going to turn this into another movie. And they didn't. They were not able to. And this almost got cut from the script, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting too that all these other movies have to do about the government wanting to get the xenomorph on Earth, to get it there, to use it as a weapon. This time they do, and the government is like, "Oh crap, just kidding. We have to kill everyone, nuke everybody." But these predator weapons are kind of nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, did the government learn from the predators of old that when the xenomorphs get too out of control and the hunting grounds become too fertile, that sometimes you just got to drop a bomb?
Sometimes you got to drop a bomb, nuke it from orbit.
All right, Chris, let's get into some awards.
Sure.
You hate this movie.
Yeah, it's not great. It sucks.
Is there a redeeming scene for you that
Oh,
you would
yeah.
call your favorite?
So I'm gonna say a couple times, like, this movie does crazy things that you don't think it's going to do, and you're like, oh wow. Even though 90% of it is really bad. So I'll go with the hospital triple pregnant chest burst scene for sure. That's it.
All right. So
How about you?
I'm going to pick the scene in which Ricky delivers a pizza to the house of Jess, which is so bad but so funny all at the same time. And because this allows me to very vaguely tie these two things together, and I will never be able to talk about the movie Battleship,
Ooh,
which I think is a great bad movie.
have not seen.
It is really, really fun, and which starts with the first scene of the movie is our main character, who is played by Tim Riggins from the TV show Friday Night Lights. And he is stealing a burrito from a gas station store for this hot blonde girl who's played by Brooklyn Decker.
Ah.
And is just, I'm watching Alien, V Predator, Requiem, and I'm thinking about Battleship while he's delivering this pizza to this hot girl.
Love movies based on board games.
And I'm just, I'm thinking about all the good times that I watched Battleship, and
Cue the nice nostalgic music.
God, I love that movie. I would rather watch that movie than AVP any day of the week.
All right, well.
But not Alien VP Requiem, because it's not terrible.
So now we know the hierarchy of those three for you.
So yeah, I mean, all right, maybe the pizza delivery is not actually my favorite scene. I do like all the stuff in the hospital. I think that's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Favorite character from the movie, Chris?
I
Better not say Wolf.
I wish I could, but no. I'll go with God, they're all so bad. I'll go with Cricket. Whatever his name is. He's cool because he's got the Cricket voice, and I'm like, hey, is that Cricket from Always Sunny? Yeah, it is. But no, all the human actors are horrible. So yeah, Cricket. This one goes out to you, buddy.
I'm going to give mine to Jess. Died too soon.
Oh, yeah.
Also, fun fact, this is the first time that a predator has killed a female in a movie before, but does so on accident. He did not mean to kill her.
Yes, because we know that
predators only kill men.
They're chivalrous.
Exactly.
If not anything less.
Shout out to you, Jess, figuring out a way to tape over the lock in order to get into the pool after hours at your high school. That's some clever thinking. Also, forcing a boy to tell him or her that he loves you.
Yeah.
I think. Yes.
Great manipulation. It's going to be in loose
Well
streams.
done, Jess. Who is the MVP of this movie?
Oh gosh, so many options. Nobody. Can I punt?
Yeah, you can punt to me because
Okay, I'll
I'll
punt
give
to
you
you.
two brothers, the brothers Strauss,
Oh my god.
who absolutely made this movie better than AVP by taking out a lot of the gloss and gleam that AVP believes that it has, but actually makes it a worse movie. They brought it back to something that is a little bit more similar to the Alien universe, that seems a little bit more like those movies from the past. Now, it does not have nearly the acting quality that you need. It does not nearly have the type of action sequences that you are used to.
It's just darker. The lighting is darker.
But
And it does darker things.
it has ideas in it that intrigued me way more than any of the AVP stuff, because that was all just pyramids and all that shit.
I loved that we found out that the Predators built the pyramids in that first one, so I'm, agree to disagree.
All right, Chris,
Rating?
you famously gave AVP a 6
But then I moved it.
and then moved it.
5.5.
I gave AVP a 2.5.
Yeah. I'm going to go 4.5.
Ooh, very close to the IMDb ranking, 4.6.
Oh, yeah. We think alike, me and IMDb.
I'm going to give Alien vs. Predator Requiem 5.1.
Okay.
I think it's twice as good as AVP.
Yeah, I mean, agree to disagree.
I would... Okay, so getting real here for a second.
Yeah, let's
I
do
think
it.
both these movies suck real hard.
Well, yeah, and your rating would indicate that.
Exactly. If I was forced to watch one of these movies multiple times, I would pick Requiem every day of the week.
Yeah, it's tough. I do like the intense swings that this Requiem movie takes. Like the few scenes I mentioned, it certainly does things that are bold. But I just think AVP is better overall as like a polished roller coaster ride. This is what it is. It's not great, but it's going to deliver. It's a put together situation. While this is a total mess made by incompetent people.
And I'll say it again, Chris. What were you expecting?
Who are you expecting? Santa Claus?
Well, it did come out on Christmas. Last thing I want to talk about, what else came out on Christmas in 2007? Just thought it would be interesting. So Alien vs. Predator Requiem dropped on Christmas Day. So did The Great Debaters. Did you see that? I didn't see that.
I didn't, but there are lots of fun jokes made after that.
And The Water Horse. A movie.
Oh, The Water Horse.
The Water Horse. I think I saw that with my son at the time. I don't think it's very good. Also, those were the only movies that came out on Christmas. Other movies that came out that weekend: National Treasure. Let me say it again. National Treasure: Book of Secrets.
Great movie.
A Nick Cage vehicle.
Really good movie.
Charlie Wilson's War.
Hey, that's a great movie. Written by Sorkin.
Oh, okay. Sweeney Todd.
Good movie.
P.S. I Love You.
Not a good movie.
Didn't see that. This Christmas. Oh wait,
Gerard
wait.
Butler.
This Christmas
love
was not.
interest.
That was November 21st. And then final one that came out that weekend, Walk Hard: The Dewey Cox Story,
Great
which
movie.
I did see in theaters.
Great movie.
It is great.
Man, tough slate for Requiem.
Yeah, it didn't do great. I think the weekend it came out, it was.
Did it make back its $40 million?
No, in
budget?
the month of December, it looks like it made $28 million.
Solid. I'm sure it killed overseas.
Yep. Well, that's gonna do it for our Alien vs Predator coverage.
Chris.
So yeah,
We did it. We finished Alien vs. Predator, but now we are back.
let's get serious.
We are back to Ridley Scott.
Sir Ridley Scott. We're gonna be talking Prometheus. Just real quick, Luke. What do you know? What do you think? What are you gonna expect here with Prometheus?
I am so excited for this movie. I've never seen it. I have heard tell about it for years. This is the most excited I've been this entire series for a movie, which means that it could be bad.
Well,
For me personally,
you get high expectations.
I have really high. Whereas my expectations going into Alien 3 were so low that it just succeeding in some areas made me love it. This movie, I have such high expectations that if it doesn't meet them, this could be a tough one.
Yeah, and I'll just tell you. So I also had really high expectations. This came out in 2012. I saw it opening day in the theater.
This is my guy, Damon Lindelof.
Yeah, I was so excited for this movie, and so I went into it with very, very high excitement. It was the spring, early summer of 2012, and to find out what we think of it, you'll have to listen to next week's episode. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye.
Bye.
Franchise.